there speaking backstage that noticed Orange Cassidy being attacked by John Moxley, by Wheeler Yuta with those chemicals in hand.
How y'all doing? Can you hear me?
From Auckland, New Zealand,
welcome, chat.
weighing 222 pounds, Switchblade Jay White.
And Nigel, we kick off the action tonight on Dynamite with tag team action, but it is a very unlikely alliance facing Moxley and Pac here tonight.
Yeah, Jay White certainly known being
Tom,
part of the
I don't know why.
gang, but his tag
I
team
feel like
partner
they
here tonight. Certainly birds of a different feather. Will they be able to flock together?
And his tag team partner from wherever, whenever, freshly squeezed, Orange Cassidy.
This team of Orange Cassidy and Jay White came about because of what transpired 1 week ago on Dynamite. Jay White defeating the Bastard Pac, their first ever one-on-one meeting, but after the bell, Jay White was descended upon by the Death Riders. It was Orange Cassidy that intervened. It was Hangman Page that intervened. We even saw Christian Cage, ever the opportunist, looking for a chance to pick his shot. But it seems that the Death Riders, at least numerically, may be about to meet their match should Team AEW.
AEW having about almost 5,000 crowds this week.
It took a while, didn't
5,000K.
it, for a number of people to be able to align themselves with the goal of AEW, but certainly.
But, I mean, Nigel, it could be they're aligning themselves. It could be that all these people have competing interests. Could be Jay White. We've seen he wants Moxley. He wants the AEW World Championship. Hangman Page wants the same as Jay White and Moxley spilling out to kick things off here on Dynamite as Moxley.
Oh my God.
At first, they're going to test the knife-edge chop from Switchblade Jay White.
You brought up a good point, Excalibur. Jay White wants John Moxley. He wants to become AEW World Champion. I think that's his motive. We know that Orange Cassidy's motive has been to help keep the Death Riders at bay, and we're not so sure that's worked as well as they wanted to right now.
Well, I think Orange Cassidy, in his opinion, the only way to neutralize John Moxley, to break this iron grip that John Moxley has over AEW, is to take the AEW World Championship away from him. I don't think Jay White's motives are so self-serving, or so altruistic, I should say, more self-serving.
More self-serving. Now, whatever his motives, Jay White trying to take a chunk out of the head of the AEW World Champion.
And meanwhile, while we were watching Jay White and John Moxley battle in front of our announce desk, Orange Cassidy and Pac have paired off a long history between these two men. Going back 4+ years, all the way to the very first Revolution in Chicago in 2020. But right now, picking up where they left off at Full Gear last month, Orange Cassidy right hands to the head of John Moxley, and now Jay White.
Oh, good Lord. Jay White will not be done until he has destroyed this announce table. It's all over the place.
One more, for God's sakes!
Pac, the Bastard, being introduced to our announce desk repeatedly. Jay White, perhaps with a target on the three of us that we are not aware of.
Interesting to see how Orange Cassidy will do. This is his first match since Full Gear. Since then, there's the bell finally. Since the match against John Moxley.
Match finally started.
As now the action into the ring, backbreaker, cover, two. Jay White looking to put a quick end to it, but the flat of John Moxley's boot breaks it up.
What a night. Continental Classic matches, Women's World Title match, all here tonight. All in winner is coming.
That's right. Mariah May, Mina Shirakawa for the AEW Women's World Championship. Our main event tonight on Dynamite. All of that and so much more. Gold League action, the Continental Classic. But right now, Jay White, right hands, backing up the AEW World Champion, John Moxley. As now, chop to the chest. Or chop. Mariah May.
Man, and Jay White getting the advantage here. How about that? Not many people can say that against Moxley, that they've out-chopped him.
And look at this. I mean, when it's Jay White, John Moxley, toe-to-toe, when the other Death Riders aren't involved, it's a pretty... Oh, wait, Blade Runner attempt! It's a pretty level affair, Nigel.
At the moment, certainly, but that can turn around in a heartbeat.
Sliding dropkick, Pac neutralized.
Pac to make a tag, who's now the legal man.
Orange punch attempted. John Moxley finding himself threatened by the Blade Runner and the orange punch. But Nigel, as you identified, Pac, the legal man, as Moxley and Orange Cassidy right in front of the desk.
I said it before, they will not be happy until they have destroyed this announce desk.
Doing a pretty good job of it tonight and destroying each other in the interim.
So, by the end of 2025, to like this stream, at least.
At ringside, and this is the MO of the Death Riders. Orange Cassidy spoke vociferously ever since their introduction. Said that no one has any idea of how dangerous they are.
But Nigel, to that point, we haven't heard Orange Cassidy say much since Full Gear, since he had those chemicals poured down his throat by Wheeler Yuta.
You can understand why. Do you think Orange Cassidy's afraid?
I don't think Orange Cassidy's afraid at all. I think, oh, wait a second, there we see Christian Cage, the man with that contract that he can execute for a shot at the AEW World Championship anytime he would like.
Yeah, now that's up in the suites here somewhere at the T-Mobile Center.
Certainly, John Moxley, as the AEW World Champion, has more than one individual gunning for him. Dare I say, that's exactly the way he likes it. Certainly, he had to know it was coming.
But in the case of Christian Cage, Tony, he has that contract in that briefcase. When he executes that contract, anytime, anywhere, it's his shot at the AEW World Championship.
And that
Not
means
like
even
what
after a match.
I think that's what they're gonna do for him. It's like the Casino Gauntlet match is
and it becomes
money in it.
legal.
Thrust kick by Orange Cassidy, stunning the champion, and Cassidy, you can see Cassidy holding on to that throat, perhaps some damage still from that chemical.
Yeah, that's a good point, and a smart move by Cassidy. He saw the tag being made. He went back to make his tag as well then.
Big time back body drop between, or from Switchblade Jay White. Bastard Pac elevated here above the arena in Kansas City, or within the arena, technically speaking.
The lean and sinewy Switchblade, the knife-edge chop.
Yeah.
But Pac, nice switch there by Jay White, and the DDT strikes. Does the Switchblade swing, and a miss by Moxley. Another DDT.
And Jay White.
Death Riders finding themselves on the back foot here against this unlikely duo of Jay White and Orange Cassidy.
Like the feud makes no
As
sense.
Pac takes down Jay White, and fans action. Our opening contest continues in picture-in-picture.
Really critical mistake here by Jay White, looking at John Moxley, screaming at him, I had your number, I have your number, turns, and then gets kicked in the face.
Yeah, momentary distraction by the champion, and here, well, he's right down by you, Tony. I would be careful.
Crying out loud.
John Moxley and Jay White right here in front of our announce desk once again. But thankfully for us.
Thankfully for us is right.
Unfortunately for Jay White, now deposited on the barricade as John Moxley creates some distance and fires that boot up into the jaw of Switchblade.
This is fighting
fire.
That's what this is doing. Jay White took it upon himself to send John Moxley into our announce table. John Moxley going on the outside, and he's not done. Look at this.
They update the other packs like that was saved. As if they end up
capable of leading by example as Jay White. Now look at this.
But John Moxley, the fingers in the eyes, cutting off Jay White. Any momentum he was hoping to build on the floor. And now that the action returns to the ring, or into the ring, the Death Riders with the advantage. You can see Orange Cassidy still struggling on the far corner.
Yeah, he's still favoring that throat, like you said, Excalibur.
This is
left hand.
His first in-ring action since Full Gear, since the attack by John Moxley, by Wheeler Yuta, a man that Orange Cassidy once considered a close friend. But now he seems to be completely indoctrinated into John Moxley and whatever John Moxley's brand of professional wrestling may be.
After that,
Yuta has found a cause. To John Moxley's point, he is loyal
I'm
to
gonna
a
change to a
cause,
shirt.
not to a person.
this is the iron picture. For me, it's not, but
He almost looks like someone is being held hostage, Nigel.
I don't think so at all. I had to sit down, as you saw a number of weeks ago, with Wheeler Yuta. And certainly, there's some second guessing, perhaps, some doubts in Wheeler Yuta's mind.
But I mean, we've seen how willing John Moxley is to throw Wheeler Yuta into the fray, to sacrifice Wheeler Yuta.
Right, and Wheeler with that robotic type speech of his now and the glassy-eyed look, I'm not so sure, man. That's well, everything about the Death Riders is very, very different.
Now Moxley, just a stomp off the middle rope. Nothing fancy about it, but very effective as Moxley coming down with 230 plus pounds on the neck of Jay White as Christian
I'm back, chat.
and his patriarchy
I
watching
just
on.
would this be feeling weird sometimes?
Yeah, I guess they're proud about what they did to Hook.
We'll touch more on that in a moment, Tony. AEW Dynamite back live from Kansas City, Missouri. We got a view from the skybox high above the T-Mobile Center where Christian Cage is watching our opening contest. John Moxley and Pac, the Death Riders, just battering this unlikely duo of Switchblade Jay White and Orange Cassidy, who had some early flashes, Nigel, but since then it has been all Death Riders.
And they've taken a commanding presence in this match. Far more time and synergy together. While White and Orange Cassidy both have a similar aim in terms of taking the AEW World title away from John Moxley.
Similar aim, but I think
The Death
very
Riders
different purposes.
Yeah, the Death Riders are far more on the same page in terms of their MO.
Yeah, that's right, Nigel. That's a good point. They really are on the same page, and that's why right now they are dominating this match.
As Pac, now the far leg hooked. Switchblade Jay White able to kick out.
Hey, you
and
want me on the stage? I got
Tony
this one.
briefly touched on it. We know that after the attack last week by Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne, Hook, he had to receive treatment on that arm that was attacked, that was focused on, all under the orders of Christian Cage.
Yeah, Christian Cage taking advantage of Hook. Of course, he put Taz out. I don't know what the end game is here for Christian Cage, but obviously I think he wants to get Hook a part of his family or part of the
patriarchy.
The patriarchy.
Also,
Christian Cage has made his goal quite clear, as you see him there, educating his young sons. Oh, wait a second.
oh, now
Perhaps a little bit of advice, a suggestion perhaps. Are they going to go and get him a nice drink?
I was going to say, I don't think Christian Cage is sending them for refreshments. I have my suspicions in anything that involves Christian Cage.
Yeah, he's the worst.
As Pac with the side headlock on Jay White. Jay White forcing the break from the bottom rope.
You know, Tony, you've really got to get over your jealousy of Christian Cage.
Jealousy of...
You've had 5 attempts and you're still not half the father he is.
Yeah, maybe you just got to get speared in the middle of Wembley Stadium by a man you won't stop
Very good.
puffing up.
There you go. Very good.
Oh, wait, that's Nigel, sorry.
Okay, tag is made. Here
Tag
we go.
is made. The AEW World Champion John Moxley
Does
into
this
the
Gallagher
ring.
come round your house and do your dishes for you as well, Tony?
Look at this. Look at Jay White just fight back. But I'm telling you, too much John Moxley right now.
Headbutt, short arm lariat. Now the cover, the far leg hooked again. Jay White able to kick out. And, you know, since John Moxley became AEW World Champion, since he put that World Championship title belt in the bag, we have not seen it. We presume that briefcase that Marina Shafir is carrying around contains that
Let
belt.
us lie young, let us live forever. The power bubbling never say never. Hoping for the best, for the expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb or not?
Deserves to look on that title belt.
Well, I think it's figurative. I think in John Moxley's mind, until AEW becomes the company that he sees in his mind, he's going to keep the title away.
I mean, what is Moxley's endgame, though? That he wants everyone to be
Sure,
as
I
vicious
guess
as he and the Death Riders are?
Potentially. Potentially he wants everyone to have to fight for their spot here. He feels people have got lackadaisical.
Well, nothing lackadaisical about that dragon screw. Jay White with potentially an opportunity to tag out to Orange Cassidy. Cassidy raring to go, but we still, Tony, do not know the extent of the damage of those chemicals poured down his throat by Wheeler Yuta.
We may find out right now. Oh, he comes in swinging away.
Moxley and Cassidy. Elbow strikes the flurry, the exchange. But now the body shots and then driving knee. Oof. Josh, short elbow to the face. Orange Cassidy ducks underneath, looking for a beach. Break. Oh, Moxley tried to counter with the sunset flip. PK.
Oh, just a grazing kick, though. Moxley was able to avoid most of it.
Cassidy coming through, looking at.
Oh, did not avoid that.
Pack spiked by the DDT. Now Orange Cassidy on the ascent.
Look at him go.
John Moxley, though, a step quicker, but Cassidy, he can fight fire with fire.
Everyone wants a bite of Moxley.
And now diving DDT by Orange Cassidy. The cover, the leg hooked, and Orange Cassidy within a hair's breadth of pinning the AEW World Champion John Moxley.
And don't get too frustrated now. A little frustration on the face here.
Oh, I know.
Looking out.
Not an emotion you often see on the face of Orange Cassidy. You don't often see
That's
any
gay.
emotion on his face, let's be honest.
About what? Okay, Moxley just like, I'm the guy. And Cassidy pins him. Gee.
At the sleeper, Cassidy accelerates to the ropes. Wild swing. Moxley
Oh.
missed. Cassidy.
DDT.
Miss. DDT from Orange Cassidy.
Pack.
Swinging a miss that time by Pack.
Nothing.
Cassidy looking to go for that DDT again.
DDT, but Pack holds him up.
Core strength.
That's gay.
Able to block it.
Stun dog move.
Millionaire.
Jay White.
Cutthroat suplex from Jay White.
Pack.
Oh,
Moxley kicks White.
Moxley shuts him down.
And that absolutely shut him down. Hit the
Watch
beach
out.
break.
Beach break.
Bitch break too much.
Cassidy's gonna take it. No.
Moxley kicks out. I the count two.
So close. Amazing what
This
these
is a fire
athletes
match
can
right
do
now.
and how they can come back and keep the match going.
John Moxley, always known for his resilience, his ability to take a real ass kicking.
Yeah, but likewise, you could say the same about Orange Cassidy, who always like a Wheeler Yuta.
Oh, look at this.
Former protege, and Marina Shafir was grabbing the boot of Cassidy.
Shrug her
Oh,
off.
orange punch for Yuta. Moxley, a wild swing.
Orange punch Mox.
Moxley, he drops to his knees. Cassidy.
Moxley did get to.
Everyone's on their feet.
And Hangman runs in the match and
Man Page just comes in, goes right into Moxley. Look at the face of Orange Cassidy.
When Moxley was reeling, Hangman Adam Page interjecting himself in this.
Hangman really just wants Moxley.
Hangman Page, who's had his eye on the AEW World Championship for his own reasons.
Oh, look at Orange Cassidy. He's had enough.
Oh, now Orange and Hangman Page fighting.
Exchanging shots.
And Jay, I know Jay White's gonna be pissed.
What AEW needs.
Absolutely, but it's everything that the Death Riders need, Nigel.
Now Jay White's going on Hangman.
Think about if
Orange punch to Jay White.
inadvertently the orange
Mistakenly.
takes out Jay White. Orange punch for Hangman. And oh wait, Jay White.
Jay White. Blade Runner to OC.
Cassidy. And I can't see him, but I have to imagine wherever John Moxley is at ringside, he is cackling with delight.
For real, Jay Moxley
Watching
definitely
Team
smiling.
AEW tear one another apart. Imagine if these men, Tony, imagine if these men presented a united front in the face of Moxley.
Hangman just cost Orange Cassidy and Jay White a win against the Death Riders. And we know the problems that Jay White have had with the Hangman. And they're jawing with each other in the ring right now.
Yeah, recriminations being thrown all around, but
And now they're just about to beat their ass.
Wow,
Oh, this is their own fault. This is actually Hangman's own fault.
exactly. Not often I agree with you, Tony.
And this is the
Hangman Adam Page has handed the Death Riders everyone on a platter.
And this is the damage that Moxley and the Death Riders are doing, even without Claudio Castagnoli. Castagnoli focusing on his Continental Classic match. This is Pac, this is Wheeler Yuta, this is Marina Shafir, and the General, Jon Moxley.
Well, last week we saw the three guys together. Orange Cassidy, Jay White, Hangman Adam Page together. Looked like they had some steam, but now it's turned completely towards the Death Riders.
As Jon Moxley, Marina Shafir, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac content with the damage they have done here tonight on Dynamite. But as I just mentioned, Claudio Castagnoli of the Death Riders will be
taking on Will Ospreay tonight.
tonight on Dynamite. But as I just mentioned, Claudio Castagnoli of the Death Riders will be done here tonight on Dynamite. But as I just mentioned, Claudio Castagnoli of the Death Riders will be facing Will Ospreay for the first time ever. One-on-one Continental Classic action next on Dynamite.
So we need the Mrs. Clurs, Dominic, and Supercard. How many attack I do? As normally I do 15. But normally I do. Step on the stage. Oh, okay, Legion Rock, I will take that. Because The Rock is special. So your boy is salty. Okay.
Let's get this son of a bitch.
Bandito. They're really beating up Bandito. Like, AEW going crazy now, bro.
Listen here, Bandito. You're wanted in this here town, and you're under arrest. And we can do this the easy way or the hard way. What's it gonna be? All right, fine. The hard way it is. Get him, boys!
Ooh.
Get over here. That reward is mine.
I'm a marked man. Heavy is the head. And where's the crown? I wouldn't have it any other way than being a marked man. It's the only way to live. It's the only way to feel alive. The only way to live is with a knife to your throat with the dynamite stick, burning down to the end of the wick. That is the only way to live. I wouldn't have it any other way. These guys, this is the problem. They're all about their ego. I want the next title shot. No, I want the next title shot. No, I want the next title shot. That's the problem. You guys' egos run your lives. Egos run all the wrestling. Nothing is about me. None of this is about me. It's about my people. We do not fight flesh and blood. Let me give all three of you an early Christmas gift. World's End, Orlando, Florida, AEW World Championship, fatal 4-way.
Okay. Having a 4-way at All In. No.
Wow, Jon Moxley throwing out the challenge, a 4-way match. I guess potentially against Orange Cassidy, Switchblade Jay White, and Hangman Adam Page. I mean, Jon Moxley putting himself in a disadvantageous position, Nigel.
That is some confidence that I guess I would expect out of Jon Moxley.
No, Moxley. Yeah, Moxley about to embarrass the shit out of him.
But like he says, he wouldn't live any other way. Wait a second.
As I literally and figuratively look down on you, sit down and shut your mouths while I conduct
my business. Thank you.
So it's a 4-way match for the world title at World's End, huh? Well, I have a problem with every... Shut up! I have a problem with every person in this match. Jay White cost me the World Championship at Full Gear, and so did Hangman Page when he didn't live up to his end of the bargain. I said shut up! And Orange Cassidy, you're just a little pissant that gets on my nerves. But my biggest problem is with you, Jon Moxley, because you have what I want. And if you happen to make it out of that match as the champion, just know that I very well could be waiting on the other side. And if I am, this time, I'm not gonna miss. I will send you back into a tailspin. I will send you back to rock bottom. You'll hear that little voice in your head saying, "It's okay, Jon, do it. It's okay, Jon, you earned it. Have that drink. I will send you back to rehab." Well, I'm forced to rehab the World Heavyweight Championship. But until then, don't ever forget, I am the face of TBS now and forever, and I am the reigning, defending, undisputed next AEW World Champion.
Well, Christian Cage, with that title shot, that contract, all he needs to do is execute it. Imagine that those four men.
Kansas City. Before I leave, I just want to say, go.
Hook with that arm in the cast.
Get some security out there.
That's Christian Cage. He sent Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian away, and now he's forced to reckon with the cold-hearted handsome double. As Hook battering Christian Cage. Hook is going wild here.
Have some Christmas spirit.
He is out of control, and now the red rub is cinched in. Christian Cage is going to sleep. Hook
He's going to try to throw him off the balcony.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not?
He tried to throw Hook. He tried to crush Hook's arm.
I know he's a patriot, but he's not Father Christmas. He can't fly.
I'm not sure where Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian are, and I'm not sure it matters because right now Hook is tearing apart Christian Cage.
Now, of course, yeah. After Super Forever. I love Christian Cage, bro.
But Hook is still with the upper hand. And now,
Hook running away.
taking out Christian Cage
Hook.
and making a hasty retreat.
What a great Dynamite moment.
In your mind, maybe.
Wow.
Well, Hook drawing some blood.
Twice your money right there.
Christian Cage, but fans still to come tonight. Dynamite. Winter is coming. Our main event for the AEW Women's World Championship. The Glamour. Mariah May versus her former friend Mina Shirakawa. The winner of this match will face MJF at World's End in Orlando. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, one-on-one. Plus Gold League action in the Continental Classic. Ricochet and Brody King, both men looking to elevate their score to 6 points. But coming
And now next, Giulio Castagnoli, Weekend in Spain.
One-on-one for the first time ever, and it is in the Gold League of the Continental Classic.
This is a Gold League bout in the Continental Classic Tournament set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Essex, England, weighing 220 pounds, the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay.
During that breathless call, now Nigel McGuinness, of course, had to remind me that
Was this probably about to be a 20 minute?
Dynasty earlier this year. I apologize, fans, but you got one, Claudio.
I'm calling a draw.
But be that as it may, if you are honest, you would have to think that Will Ospreay, despite the smile on his face, must still be smarting from his loss to Carl Fletcher at Full Gear.
I'm calling a draw.
Who over in the Blue League is leading the pack.
And remember the sound.
There we go.
Ospreay! Ospreay!
But Ospreay opening up.
Ospreay! Ospreay!
Bracket there.
Claudio Castagnoli standing.
Ospreay! Ospreay!
6 points. Will Ospreay, though.
Ospreay! Ospreay!
To wrestle, which
Elevate me to the sound of pushing.
he's going to have to keep up a torturous pace throughout the rest of the Continental Classic.
And his opponent from Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing 232 pounds. He is
On
1/3
the AEW World Trio Champion, representing the Death Rider, Castagnoli.
You're looking at a 23-year veteran who has gone through everything in his career. 16 different championships, over 13 different promotions. And a big win in the CMLL 2024 International Grand Prix in August at Arena, Mexico.
And he's never been better, Tony.
I agree.
The linchpin of the Death Riders, if you will. Castagnoli, stoic, like his native Swiss.
It's about to be a tie.
the
I think she might be
entrant
really
in the
pink.
Continental Classic of the Death
And
Riders.
my
Nick
right
out
is
of
being
the
Chris
gate.
Aguero. Do we have no right? Maybe I
The
should turn
victory
the
over
Rosa.
the early favourite Ricochet, and then following up with
Lost the
another
other
3
match.
points against Big Bad Brody King, and he is set to rival Fletcher if he can pick up the victory here today.
Ospreay out of the gates quick and very nearly stealing his next 3 points. As Castagnoli retreating to the outside. Ospreay over the top. Sasuke special.
Oh shit!
Well, if he's upset about what happened at Full Gear, he's not showing it.
Seems like that 10 days rest very agreeable with Will Ospreay as he springs to the top.
Phenomenal form.
Castagnoli cover again. As Rick knocks us.
Well, Ospreay over the Oscar right here, Excalibur.
Oscutter attempted Castagnoli. The uppercut to the back of the neck. Cover 2.
And you had to think if Tony Schiavone saw it coming, Castagnoli did as well. Hold on.
Now Ospreay the roll up. 2. Didn't have both legs collected. Allowed Castagnoli to kick out. Now Castagnoli thinking neutralizer. Lands on his feet as Ospreay countered out the uppercut. Ospreay came around the corner with that kick. Both men going down. Both men with their eyes on World's End. Coming up later this month, live from the Edition Financial Arena, Orlando, Florida. And you can join us on Triller TV. On pay-per-view, scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen for Saturday.
Let's go, Ospreay.
Live on pay-per-view.
Let's go, Ospreay. Let's go, Ospreay.
Guys, I want to tell you,
Let's
it
go,
takes an
Ospreay.
athlete the size and ability of Claudio to be able to fend off that opening assault from Will Ospreay. Not many men could have done that.
Certainly no feeling out process here.
And Nigel, you brought up the fact that Kyle Fletcher scored a pinfall victory over Will Ospreay at Full Gear last month, and in doing so, damaged the neck of Will Ospreay. Ospreay came into his first tournament match with Juice Robinson 10 days ago with that neck, that
Juice
left
Robinson
arm heavily
out.
taped up. That tape nowhere to be seen, but you know those types of injuries like to linger.
They certainly do, but be that as it may, the tape not there now, so whether that's
It's crazy how
his
AEW
neck is
transforms
healed or
Cesaro.
perhaps he doesn't want to draw
Yeah,
attention
I'm
to
coming
it
to Cesaro because
when he's in there with a man as erudite
it's
and
crazy how
educated
WWE transforming from like being
cerebral, if you will,
AEW
as
transforming from being
Claudio Castagnoli.
a jobber.
Right now, Will Ospreay favoring
Okay, now
his,
we want
I believe,
best.
right or left wrist. I'm not sure which one.
Prop lock.
When they talk about
That numbness.
AEW have changed man superstar. Like some, and I'm not gonna lie, WWE have done something for like some of the AEW superstars right
Taking
now.
advantage here.
Like, Page.
Leaping over the steps, drop kicking the
I'm not gonna say Jake. That's because they
That move by Will Ospreay.
a schoolboy tactic, wasn't it?
I would love to say Jake Cargo, but WWE don't know what to do.
Activity by the aerial assessment.
Like Brian Pierre Jr., Lexus King, they cook him some AEW superstars.
Just driving Will Ospreay face first in that barricade.
And
You have to
if the
really
Lucha
talk
Bros
about
does end up in
Carl Fletcher
WWE,
ever since
I hope
the
WWE do them right.
Ospreay.
I hope they don't mix them with the
Really has gone from strength
LWL.
to strength, and who can forget what a huge moment it was.
How much you on bet?
defeating
It's gonna be the
arguably
LWO,
the
Chad.
Oscar Okada.
Yeah, that was this
It's about to be the LWO. Just
at
thinking about
Collision.
it now.
Kyle Fletcher getting out to 9 points in the blue leg as a giant swing into the steps. As you
Okay,
see
no,
Ospreay
okay, no, God,
clutching
please,
that
don't
left
actually
shoulder,
make
trying to
it be the
restore
LWO.
some feeling in that left arm of his.
Guys, just to put a cap on it, right now, Kyle Fletcher is the single hottest wrestler in AEW.
No question,
without a
and
doubt.
there's a reason why he is growing more and more of his fans, or Fletchlights, as they like to be called.
Wait a minute, Fletchlights?
Yeah.
Did you just make that up?
Kyle Fletcher is also one victory away from securing his spot in the semifinals at World's End in the Blue League. But right now, Claudio Castagnoli.
All you was willing to break Ospreay's hand.
Break it. If he,
That left arm completely trapped in the step.
Ah, the fingers.
Stomp.
right on the hand.
I think went for the fingers rather than the wrist. You break a finger or two, there's no way you can complete a submission.
Oh, almost killed him.
Oh, thank goodness he moved.
Very nearly dropping those steps on Will Ospreay.
I'm having flashbacks to Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Chops to the chest. Castagnoli sending Fletcher to the apron. There's Kyle Fletcher. Now looking for a springboard once again.
Uppercut.
Castagnoli counters with the uppercut. Castagnoli immediately the cover. The leg hook.
Ospreay kicked out, counted.
able to kick out. both men, Claudio Castagnoli, Will Ospreay looking for 3 more points in the Continental Classic, and we're sticking with it picture-in-picture.
There's another example of a dream match that the Continental Classic is starting to become world-renowned for. As we can see if we can sit down.
It's a great call, Nigel. Dream match after dream match after dream match we've had here because of the talent that we have, and still to come tonight, Brody King and Ricochet.
Great clash in styles in that one. As Castagnoli, you can see here, bracing on the left leg to try to take some of the weight off of his lower back. To stay in that squatting position can be very difficult. Oh! Putting pressure on Castagnoli's back as well.
Oh yeah, and I have Adam Cole
just
beating
not quite as much.
As you can see, still a lot to come,
Sorry,
including
man,
that
Brody
battle to see
King.
will face MJF and Mariah May, one of the meanest young women I've ever been around in my life.
And the greatest AEW Women's Champion of all time.
And of course, a little glazed by little Nigel McDaniel.
Saturday, September 28th.
Looks like Secret
Arena in Orlando, Florida.
Ospreay making the reach for the ropes. Castagnoli counters and transitions over into the crossface.
Yeah,
Claudio's so smooth, guys. Everything he does offensively.
He's keeping all of his body weight across the back of his opponent, making it difficult for Ospreay to not only move but also breathe.
You see Ospreay trying to fight out of it, but that grip strength of Claudio Castagnoli, almost unparalleled in the AEW locker room, Nigel.
Yeah, no question about it. Preeminent strength there, preternatural almost.
A roll up there by Ospreay, forcing Castagnoli to abandon ship, and now Claudio, look at this, from his back, trying to maneuver Will Ospreay into a sharpshooter, and he does successfully.
Wow. Again, the smoothness.
Oh, let's go. Got the bye.
Offense of Claudio.
A true student of the game, Claudio Castagnoli, I'm sure, would have got that from legendary superstar Bret the Hitman Hart. Sitting down deep now.
Castagnoli content not only to punish the neck and spine of Ospreay, but the lower body as well.
Look at the fans standing here. Well, they are into this, man. This tournament has been something else.
Barely halfway gone as well. Still hanging in the balance.
Claudio, we have him sharpshooter.
Castagnoli, I mean, he's content just to sit here to force Ospreay to work, to expend energy to escape this sharpshooter.
Get back time, me.
Can Claudio Castagnoli continue his climb to the top of the table in the 2024 Continental Classic Gold League, or will Ospreay match Castagnoli's 6 points with a victory here tonight? We are in the midst of finding out. Look at around there by Ospreay. Swing and a miss. Ospreay comes through. Corkscrew kick takes Castagnoli off his feet.
Castagnoli able to get some hands up to take away some of the impact, but not enough. The 6'5" Lucerne, Switzerland native, still knocked to the mat.
Will Ospreay, as we saw for much of that picture-in-picture break, Tony, was in the grips of Castagnoli and that sharpshooter.
I love when AEW.
Obviously,
I
think the story of this match so far is that Claudio's been able to come back from that initial onslaught by Will Ospreay.
Ospreay was looking for a suplex. Castagnoli making it difficult, understandably so. And just a reminder, fans, for Continental Classic matches, 3 points for a victory, 1 point for a draw for each man, 0 points for a loss. Each victory, each match is important, but as the tournament progresses, they become more and more vital as Ospreay, standing sky twister, press. Castagnoli able to kick out.
And a 20-minute time limit to boot.
That's right, we've already seen one time limit draw in this match. Daniel Garcia, Kazuchika Okada taking 1 point each as Ospreay stripping off that elbow pad. Could be the hidden blade in store for Claudio Castagnoli.
Castagnoli's facing the wrong way if it is. Yeah. Oh, is he?
Castagnoli heard the footsteps, the boot to the face, now looking for the Ricola. No. Ospreay finds his feet. The Majika Tame.
Ospreay has him in the Majika Tame.
Octopus hold. It's cinched in. I'm not sure Ospreay has all of Castagnoli's head, but he's got enough.
Yeah, Castagnoli right now fighting it off with the grip on his left hand, pulling down on the leg.
And Nigel, thanks in large part to the range, the reach of Claudio Castagnoli.
It's the height, I was about to say, 6'5". And ooh, there, just a vicious spin out from the wrist lock. Castagnoli with a double stomp to the damaged left arm and shoulder.
6'5", 230+ pounds, all crashing down on the spine. As a Corellan lift there from Claudio Castagnoli. The leg hooked in. Ospreay able to kick out.
That Corellan lift, as you call it, just a deadlift, showing his power, not only in his upper body, but his legs.
You can see from your screen, Castagnoli breathing hard there. It's expended a lot of energy, that lactic acid, I'm sure, building up in his body now.
Yeah, that's no easy feat to make Claudio Castagnoli heave for breath like that. He is perhaps one of the most well-conditioned athletes in all of professional wrestling. But Will Ospreay, the same could be said about him, but Castagnoli continuing to punish Ospreay in the ropes.
I think it speaks to how Ospreay started this match out quickly and perhaps caught Castagnoli off guard. And Castagnoli likes to take things a little bit. Hold on a second.
Yeah, the headbutt stunning Claudio, but Ospreay a bit stunned by that now. Finds his footing on the ropes. Ospreay.
Castagnoli's waiting.
Through that top sky twister press. Ospreay tucks the feet, rolls through, but couldn't save him. Claudio with the uppercut. 1, 2, and oh, so close.
Great escape because Claudio had a head of steam. That was a running European uppercut.
Castagnoli, known for those European uppercuts, the lifters. Popularized by many great superstars. Dory Funk Jr. certainly in the States, but right now just toying with Ospreay.
And Nigel, every time Claudio lands one of those on Will Ospreay, it's like a whiplash effect on that damaged neck of Ospreay.
Yeah, entire body shakes. I've been in a car wreck.
See, I think this is a big mistake, to be honest with you.
Allowing Will Ospreay to get back into this match.
Claudio doesn't make many of them, Excalibur, but that was, I thought.
That could be the confidence that the Death Riders now have with this iron grip over all elite wrestling.
Perhaps he wants Ospreay to get back up where he feels like he has the advantage with the strikes.
Yeah, jarring Ospreay, 3 consecutive uppercuts there as Castagnoli hits the ropes. Ospreay ducks underneath.
Oh, and he cannot cover him. The hand, the arm.
But look at this, Claudio Castagnoli.
Smart.
Very wisely taking himself out of pinning range from Will Ospreay.
Whatever energy Castagnoli had left in his body, he used it to roll to the outside. Force 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds respite.
And forcing Will Ospreay to expend some energy on the outside, but now Ospreay primed for that hidden blade, charging in. Claudio, the uppercut connects. Ospreay goes down. Claudio now with 3. No!
Claudio not stopping, though.
Castagnoli wisely looking to apply more pressure. That lariat. Claudio Castagnoli, 2, and again Ospreay able to kick out.
But Castagnoli doing the right thing, not taking his foot off the gas.
No, Ospreay sweeps the legs, the jackknife, and
Will Ospreay!
Well, that's what you call getting a win out of the jaws of defeat right there.
Will Ospreay now draws level with Claudio Castagnoli at 6 points apiece atop of the Gold League table in the Continental Classic.
That disastrous for Castagnoli. From a potential 9 points to lead the league, he's now drawing. But he's made a statement.
And Castagnoli, of course.
Oh, there may be more.
Oh, wait a second. Darby Allin, who will face Will Ospreay in 1 week's time. He doesn't care. He has so much animosity, so much venom.
I'm thinking about getting that.
He doesn't care who he gets his hands on. He would hope that it's Claudio Castagnoli.
Will Ospreay better send Darby Allin a Christmas card.
And as I mentioned, next week, Dynamite Holiday Bash live from Washington, D.C. Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, one-on-one Continental Classic Gold League action with 3 crucial points on the line. Next week at Dynamite Holiday Bash, right here on TBS.
Little nod that time from Darby, looks back. And Will Ospreay, man, can't wait for that match next week.
Ospreay and Darby, one-on-one. Let's take a look at the updated standings. As I mentioned, Will Ospreay drawing level with Claudio Castagnoli at the top of the table. 6 points apiece. But crucially, Will Ospreay with 3 matches remaining. But right now, let's head to Renee Paquette.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ricochet. Ricochet, you are 1-1 in the Continental Classic with an incredible win last week over Commander on Rampage. But tonight, you're taking on Brody King, who's also 1-1 in this tournament. How do you prepare for an opponent like Brody?
Well, Renee, you see, this is why I came to AEW. This scenario right here is why I came to AEW, for the competition. And nothing brings that out quite like the Continental Classic. And tonight your boy got Brody King for the first time ever. You know, he big, he bad, he's scary. He's honestly one of the toughest guys in this whole tournament. But you know one thing he not? He not Ricochet. And although Brody and I, we might be 1-1 right now, but tonight it's me who hold all the cards.
Ricochet, Earth Syndicate.
Brody King still to come tonight. Continental Classic Gold League action where
Tizen.
Now, got an arrival backstage. Not quite sure who this is. I know exactly.
Oh, MJF. He's in the Earth Syndicate, and I think MJF is here.
This man in the flesh for.
And I saw his ring.
Some time.
Yes. MJF is here.
Is here live tonight. Fans, DraftKings Sportsbook is an official partner of AEW. New customers bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Simply download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code Dynamite. And now, a word from our partners at DraftKings. Now, MJF here live tonight, Tony.
Jeez, that's all we need.
I feel like them song like AEW does is like when it just shows the roof on the camera. I understand. Step on the stage and we all pop. Don't check on King of a bit. Got my body like it. Booty-o.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite. Let's take you back to this past Friday night at AEW Rampage. Chris Jericho, the Nueve, was holding court for who he would defend the Ring of Honor World Championship against at Final Battle, December 20th, at the Hammerstein Ballroom. It was Matt Cardona, always ready, who threw his name into the ring, but it was a learning tree that left Cardona laying.
Please welcome the challenger to the Ring of Honor World title at Final Battle, Matt Cardona. Matt, you got such an incredible reaction when you showed up here in AEW last week. You say that you're always ready, but given what we just saw, do you feel like you are ready for Chris Jericho?
It is great to be back in AEW. I belong here. And everybody was shocked when I showed up. You know who wasn't shocked? Me. I've been saying it for years. I am always ready. Even says so on the t-shirt. For the past 5 years, I've been busting my ass to reinvent myself. Indie God, Deathmatch King, and at Final Battle, the biggest opportunity of my career versus Chris Jericho. At a Rampage, Jericho and Brian Keith, they laid me out. They sent me a message, and I'm glad they did, because now I know what I'm in store for in New York City. But I'm not going to wait around. So how about this, Brian Keith? This Friday, Rampage, you and I, one-on-one. I say I'm always ready, and I am. But are you? And Chris, you better be watching to get a little taste of what's in store for Final Battle.
We know we got Chris Jericho, Matt Cardona, Final Battle, but it sounds like the bad apple. And Cardona this Friday night for Rampage, 10, 9 Central on TNT.
I'm all about that.
This match is for one wall with a 20-minute time limit, and the winner will face MJF at World's End. Introducing first from Panama City, Florida, weighing 194 pounds, Adam Cole.
Baby!
Now, Tony Schiavone, a stipulation like that, being in the same room, the same ring as MJF, for as unappealing as that may sound to you and I, for Adam Cole, for Kyle O'Reilly, that is all these men want. And unfortunately for them, to get to MJF at World's End, they have to go through one another.
And not only to get to MJF, but let's not forget it is for the ring. That diamond-encrusted ring. So much on the line. I know it's a personal vendetta, but there's a lot on the other end waiting for either Cole or O'Reilly.
And Nigel, as we saw MJF arriving here in Kansas City with that Dynamite diamond ring in tow. It's been a number of months since we've seen him in the flesh. You know he's going to be watching this match closely.
Very closely indeed, and we will just be watching.
Kyle, in mere moments, you're going to be stepping in the ring to be going one-on-one with Adam Cole, the winner of this match, going on to face MJF at World's End. Of course, you guys have so much history between the two of you. How are you prepared for this match?
Kyle, hold on, man. We don't need to do this. It's like you said a couple weeks ago, this guy's playing us. We look like idiots fighting each other when this Melvin's not even here.
David, relax, dude. The match is happening, Kyle. I know you're going to go fight out there, but look, just remember we're still family at the end of the day, all right?
Yeah. He should have thought about that before letting one of our brothers get hurt.
Clear, O'Reilly still blaming Adam Cole, the Undisputed Kingdom, for what happened to Roderick Strong at Full Gear, that attack on the arm by MJF.
Making his way to the ring from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, weighing 206 pounds, Kyle O'Reilly.
I think Kyle O'Reilly was right. I think he was correct what he said. Look at, and you know, the whole time that was playing, and even playing on the big screen here, that Adam Cole didn't even look up. He just looked straight down at the mat.
Adam Cole's not convincing anyone. Not long ago, Adam Cole revealed who he was, the true devil, turning his back on MJF after MJF had opened his heart to Cole.
Well, in Cole's own words, he turned his back on MJF before MJF could do the same to Adam Cole, which you knew was coming. You knew was coming.
Any excuse for Adam Cole.
If MJF opened up his heart to Adam Cole, it was a black heart, and you know that as well as anybody else.
Okay, for Ebenezer Scrooge.
Collar elbow tie up, center of the ring. Adam Cole with control of the wrist of Kyle O'Reilly. Drop to a hold as O'Reilly transitions over. Lifetime, these two men have met on 16 occasions, one-on-one. Kyle O'Reilly holding a very narrow 8-7-1 advantage over Adam Cole. But prior to that, they were a tag team that, I mean, engaged in some of the biggest battles in tag team wrestling nearly 15 years ago. I'm talking about their classics with the Young Bucks from coast to coast, from Los Angeles to New York City. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly united as Future Shock were, I mean, they were a tag team with almost a limitless potential.
Yeah, certainly. They were like brothers in the ring and outside the ring, but that was a long time again cover.
O'Reilly.
Both have worn the Ring of Honor cover.
By Cole there, both men looking to make a quick end to this.
Both have worn the Ring of Honor World Championship since then.
Well, just a snippet right there of how familiar they are with each other.
And that's right, it goes beyond sharing the ring as tag team partners or as adversaries. These are two men who traveled together, who took those long overnight drives together, talking about strategy, talking about what makes each man tick, what they love about professional wrestling.
They both suffered significant injuries relatively recently as well. And we'll see whether that plays into this matchup, whether that's focused upon the ankle of Adam Cole, taking him out for a long time. Seems to be holding up okay, but hold on.
Likewise, the neck of O'Reilly, who snaps off the Shujikatame as Cole now looking to step through, perhaps for a figure four. O'Reilly not content to find out the roll-up, and now the high roundhouse kick avoided narrowly by Adam Cole.
Again, you're seeing the familiarity of these two men, knowing the offense, knowing each other very, very well. And I don't know. Watch out.
O'Reilly coming off of that knee. The super kick caught, and now look at this chopping with the kicks. The knee, the sweep. Kyle O'Reilly with the advantage, and the action continues. In picture, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly.
You know, Adam Cole has almost a look of, I don't know, concern, a faraway look on his face.
There's a certain reticence, I think, on the part of Adam Cole. Perhaps he realizes there's something to what Kyle O'Reilly said. I mean, let's be honest. He was very late to the ring after Roderick Strong got injured in the match with MJF.
A chopping kick by Kyle O'Reilly, taking Cole off his feet. Looking to knot up that hamstring. Trying to take away the explosive legs of Adam Cole, and now trying to soften up the body, perhaps. O'Reilly at the kitchen sink, no. Instead, transitions into the abdominal stretch.
Doesn't have the left leg hooked behind the left calf of Cole to get the full completion of this submission, but maybe thinking of transitioning to something with a better advantage.
And because of that, he was able to get out of it.
That was Cole, the hip toss, able to escape. And Nigel, you brought up the history of these two men in Ring of Honor, both as challengers for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship and adversaries for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Referee Paul Turner, he was on hand for many of those clashes. So interesting, I guess, from a sentimental standpoint, to have Turner being the third man in the ring here.
Certainly meant a lot to me. And Turner was alongside me and Brian Danielson. And Clam Digger got lucky again, but be that as it may, O'Reilly here has had the lion's share of the offense thus far. Certainly being more aggressive, perhaps feels like he has moral superiority to Adam Cole. Tony, what do you think about that?
I don't know if moral superiority is correct or not.
Now,
O'Reilly. But I know what you're saying as far as MJF is concerned.
O'Reilly, the legs captured as well as the upper body. And look at this, how he is bringing Cole up off the canvas, putting pressure not only on the shoulders, but the knees, the ankles of Adam Cole. With Cole transitioning to his feet. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly battling one-on-one here tonight live on Dynamite, all for a chance to get their hands on Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF at World's End, coming up on pay-per-view December 28th, live from the Edition Financial Arena, Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, so much on the line. Their hatred of MJF is united. And, of course, their want not only to defeat MJF, but, yes, they would like that battle ring. They would like that diamond ring.
That Dynamite Diamond Ring will be on the line at World's End coming up on December 28th. And fans, you can join us for all the action on ppv.com. Just scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Panama Sunrise countered by Kyle O'Reilly, just speaking to how well these two men know one another. But the brainbuster on the knee. Cole looking to end it here. 2, and O'Reilly just barely kicking out.
Yeah, O'Reilly caught him right in the sternum with the knee, but still undaunted. There goes Adam Cole and almost got the win with that neck breaker.
Certainly Cole resilient. Some
I
people
didn't know his
question
name was a fit.
his ankle seems to be holding
Oh,
up.
I didn't even know.
Faked for the super kick. O'Reilly covered up. He caught him on the kneecap. Did Adam Cole. And now Cole looking to shoot a single leg. But O'Reilly catching with a knee to the chest, driving all the wind out of the lungs of Adam Cole. And O'Reilly, the driving knee to the face.
Seamless offense from O'Reilly. Who now looks to go to the top rope.
O'Reilly, he likes that diving knee drop from the top. He hits it with such precision.
Missed it with precision there.
The boom avoided by O'Reilly. The fake once again. Kick to the midsection. Axe kick, elbow strike. Cole coming back. The boom. But I don't think he had everything on it, Nigel.
Yeah, didn't connect fully. And an awkward landing for Cole as well, who's endured plenty of punishment in the matches now. Turner begins the count.
And remember, this is all about a shot at MJF at World's End, December 28th, live on pay-per-view. It's a match that Cole has wanted for months. It's a match that MJF has been successfully able to dodge.
It was okay.
But right now, Cole finds himself just 3 seconds away against one of his former best friends, but it's O'Reilly with the upper hand, courtesy of the lariat.
Head of esteem for that lariat off the middle of the ropes.
And now the brainbuster transitioning into the cross arm breaker. Cole counters, and now O'Reilly changes tack.
Ankle lock with the body scissors as well.
Ankle lock cinched in, and Cole has to be thinking about that reconstruction to that damaged ankle.
Seamless to the ankle from the arm.
Did you see how quickly Kyle O'Reilly, the moment that Adam Cole touched the rope, he let go of the ankle lock? What do you make of that?
Who will go on to World's End to challenge MJF for the Dynamite Diamond Ring? It's coming up on December 28th.
I'll say this, if it's Adam Cole, and I think Kyle O'Reilly may regret not holding to that ankle lock longer. Trying to damage the leg and the ankle while he had the chance. Whoa, look at this. Double wrist lock or a Kimura on the top rope. He won't get a submission because they're in the ropes.
Right.
They may get some damage done.
That's what he's looking for there, Nigel, getting the damage done. Look at these repeated headbutts. That shows you exactly what's on the line here.
Headbutts. Nasty spill back into the ring for Kyle O'Reilly, and Adam Cole might be thinking Panama Sunrise here.
Got him in position.
There it was, Panama Sunrise. O'Reilly driven down on that surgically repaired neck. Adam Cole drops the knee pad, and Cole accelerates. O'Reilly picks the ankle. Now O'Reilly with a chance.
Got to drop, get the legs locked around it, otherwise Cole can maneuver out of the hold.
Big mistake by Cole, trying to get the fans behind him here.
Cole making that desperate crawl to the ropes to force the break.
Look at this. O'Reilly electing to stand. And that gave Cole the opportunity to reverse out.
Inside the ring. Cole winning in the ring.
And it was the momentum of the break that carried O'Reilly to the outside, but now O'Reilly sweeps out the leg, drags Cole out of the ring. And now O'Reilly with his former friend in brainbuster position, but Cole counters out with the knee and a thrust. On target.
O'Reilly went down hard.
Yeah, well, it was a combination of the extension of the leg and O'Reilly running towards him that time.
Boot to the side of the jaw, perhaps the cranium. Either way, O'Reilly is out on his feet.
O'Reilly in trouble here as referee Paul Turner checking on Kyle O'Reilly, clearly dazed.
Got to make sure that O'Reilly can adequately, intelligently defend himself. We could throw this match out.
Oh, wait a second.
Of course, look at this.
MJF. That right hand was loaded up, but so was the boot of Adam Cole. But O'Reilly now. The cover, two.
Oh, I thought it caught him.
And now O'Reilly catching the super kick attempt. Transitioning again. Into the, no, wait. Cole, the roll up, and the win.
Adam Cole.
He gets a shot.
Exactly what MJF sought to prevent. Adam Cole getting the shot, as you said, at MJF at World's End on December 28th.
He wanted to prevent it, like he said, Excalibur. He is blamed. MJF has blamed Adam Cole for every bad thing that's happened, but there you see it for the Dynamite Diamond Ring coming up on the 28th.
There will be nowhere for MJF to run as Adam Cole, MJF, is now official for World's End on Saturday, December 28th from the Addition Financial Arena in Orlando, Florida.
Not the outcome MJF wanted. Might be able to proverbially say he's going to have Cole in his stocking this Christmas.
MJF doesn't celebrate Christmas.
The holidays.
But right now, look at Adam Cole. He does not want this rivalry with MJF, this animosity with MJF to come between himself and Kyle O'Reilly, but it seems like things, what happened to Roderick Strong, this falling out between Adam Cole, is too much to mend, at least for now. Well, we heard the challenge made by Jon Moxley earlier tonight, and Tony Khan has made it official for World's End on Saturday, December 28th. Jon Moxley defends his AEW World Championship against Hangman Adam Page, Orange Cassidy, and Jay White. And Orange Cassidy got a huge assist from FTR this past Saturday on Collision.
Boy, I'm just in the graphic.
So as we were saying last week, before we had to go stop an attempted murder, Asheville, North Carolina, January 1st, Fight for the Fallen, one of the most important shows, one of the most meaningful shows that we'll ever be a part of. Hurricane Helene hit Asheville, it hit the western North Carolina area, and it washed away cities, it washed away towns, it washed away communities, and now, with the help of you, with the help of AEW, with the help of Fight for the Fallen, we get to help build Asheville back up from the ground up, because nothing is going to stop North Carolina come hell or high water.
And you know, January 1st might go down as the biggest night in AEW television history, because for the first time ever, Dynamite will be simulcasted from TBS and streaming on Max. For the first time ever, AEW comes to Asheville, North Carolina, and for the first time in 5 years, we're bringing pro wrestling back to our city. And a big event needs a big match. So what I suggest is FTR shows up January 1st. We put our names in the hat for that big match. But before we get there, we had a little miscommunication last week. And that was with you, Death Riders. Look, I ain't got a problem with you. Cash ain't got a problem with you. But if it's reversed and you got a problem with FTR, this Saturday night on Collision, we'll be in the middle of the ring. Mox, Claudio, Yuta, Pac, show up. Have a conversation with us. We'll see you there. Top guys, out.
Witness the best wrestle live. It's a holiday road to World's End. And next Wednesday in our nation's capital, AEW presents Dynamite Holiday Bash with 2 massive matches. The CEO, Mercedes Moné, defends the TBS Championship against Anna Jay. Plus, in one of the most anticipated battles in the entire Continental Classic,
we're gonna do other prediction. I have.
Darby Allin. This and all Continental Classic events, including World's
I got Austin Darby. Actually, Darby knows pretty time. I don't know, I just feel like every else match is been close. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. Alright, chat. You're about to use the restroom real quick. I'm gonna trip out, baby. I'm gonna trip out. Don't forget Mike. Yeah, not bad. Probably I'll stream like 50 minutes, chat. Oh, you have a segment they have next.
Hi guys, it's Chris Jericho, the King of New York here, and this is a New York Minute. Earlier today I was on the Staten Island ferry going from Washington Heights to the Meatpacking District, and I heard about Matt Cardona's challenge to Brian Keith. Matt, apparently you're not happy that we left you laying like a discarded Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figure, also from New York, last week on Rampage, and you want to challenge Brian Keith? Huh? You want to try and send a message to the king of the Big Apple by taking a bite out of the bad apple?
I'm gonna take a bite out of you, dumbass.
I guess that's official. Cardona versus Keith on Rampage, with Chris Jericho on commentary. But wait, there's more. Tomorrow night on Ring of Honor, available at watchroh.com. It's going to be you and me, Cardona, for a contract signing, making our match at Final Battle for the Ring of Honor World Championship official. See? You're getting everything you ever wanted.
But be careful what you wish for, Matt, because as Mayor Bloomberg said, New York City is a place where potential is realized and where dreams are made. But there's a big difference between dreams and delusion. And you're quite delusional, Matt, if you think you're going to walk out of the Hammerstein Ballroom and Final Battle as the new Ring of Honor World Champion. Ain't going to happen, because you're not ready for Chris Jericho, you're not ready for the Nueve, and you're not ready for Brian Keith.
You made a mistake, Cardona. You put your crummy hands on the King of New York, and I'm here to make sure you pay the damn price.
It's a learning tree lesson from us to you, Matt. I'm Chris Jericho, and that's been another New York Minute.
Bye, guys.
Well, Cardona, Brian Keith this Friday night. But fans, let's take a look at the updated Continental Classic rankings. There we have the table. Will Ospreay, Claudio Castagnoli deadlocked at 6 points each. Ricochet or Brody King with a chance to join them tonight. And then over in the Blue League, Kyle Fletcher sits atop of the table. 3 straight victories, 9 points, one victory away from a guaranteed spot in the semifinals. Let's take a look at the action from this past weekend.
It's the leader against the champion.
How many people in AEW have pinned Katsuchika Okada, the Continental Champion?
You can see how much this match has pushed both men.
That is 9 points, way ahead of the pack.
Danny G, my boy, I need this W. I need this win.
Cutthroat driver!
Mark Briscoe is on the board. What a fight! It's Darby Allin, Commander. Each man trying to get their first points.
Oh no!
Holy smokes! These men are fighting to get the world's end. Off and drop. 2, 3, BC. Darby Allin is one of 4 men with 3 points in the Gold League.
Well, coming up, Blue League action this Saturday, immediately following NBA action on TNT. Kyle Fletcher, off of his victory over Okada, the Continental Champion, takes on Mark Briscoe off of his victory over Garcia, the TNT Champion. And then 1 week from tonight, Gold League action at Dynamite, Holiday Bash. Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, 1-on-1 with 3 points on the line. And earlier today, Tony Schiavone spoke with Darby Allin.
Yo, Billy, go.
Darby, we've not heard from you since Full Gear and that spectacular car crash. And my question is, do you think the efforts to topple Jon Moxley and the Death Riders have failed? And if so, is the quest over?
The quest is never over, Tony. You know, when I think of Jon Moxley and the Death Riders and what they're doing in this place, is they're slowly chipping away at everything that makes AEW AEW. I saw them put Bryan Danielson's neck in a chair at Wrestle Dream and essentially end his career. And when I think of that, I think of a guy like Bryan that was the backbone of this place. And I get why the young guys here don't want to get involved. Because for many, this is the first time that they've ever made a living off of pro wrestling.
Right.
But the problem is that they don't do anything about it. It's going to keep happening. People think I'm a little reckless, a little impulsive. This doesn't bother me, Tony. The blood, the violence doesn't bother me. What bothers me is if nobody does anything about it.
And all this is going on, Darby, during the Continental Classic, which is without a doubt the most important time of the year for this company.
You know, when I think of the Continental Classic, I think it's everything that's right with AEW. People going out there and putting everything on the line. Why? For the love of the game, the love of AEW. I need to win this tournament because I feel like it represents AEW. I think it represents the passion of AEW. And I'm not stupid. There's going to be collateral damage along the way.
It's going to be Kyle Fletcher.
You know, he thinks everything is so wrong and
It's
AEW needs
Kyle
to be
Fletcher.
saved. But he fails to remember that this is the company that gave his career a second shot. This is the company that let Sting go on his own terms. This is the company that took a chance on me. See, he keeps telling himself all these lies again and again and again.
It's going to be
But nothing fools you better
Darby.
than the lies you tell yourself, John.
Darby versus Okada.
Well,
Darby Allin with some strong words for AEW World Champion Jon Moxley, but he has to be focused on Will Ospreay when they meet one-on-one. 1 week from tonight, Washington, D.C. Continental Classic Gold League action live 8/7 Central on TBS.
Ricochet.
This is a Gold League match, Continental Classic Tournament set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing 208 pounds. Ricochet!
Excalibur, I'd like to just put a wrap on Darby Allin. I've never met anybody like him in my life in this sport. I mean, we all think he's reckless, he's crazy. He's nothing like that. He is as level-headed as anyone I've ever talked to. And I think he's one of the great leaders in AEW, to be honest with you.
That's the deceiving thing about Darby Allin. If you only know him from what he can do inside the ring and what he risks inside the ring, he's a completely different person outside. Very thoughtful, very introspective. But right now, we continue with the Continental Classic Gold League action. Nigel McGuinness, we are just moments away from a potential three-way tie at the top of the table in the Gold League.
Right, Castagnoli and Will Ospreay sitting at 6 points now. Either Ricochet or this man headed to the ring now have the possibility to join them.
And his opponent, honoring the House of Black, weighing 285 pounds, Brody King.
Brody King, a man who 1 week ago you could say was robbed of 3 additional points in the Continental Classic by Claudio Castagnoli, but he can't afford to look back. He has to keep trudging, keep marching forward, accumulate those points, earn that spot in the semifinals, get one step closer to World's End and the finals for the Continental Classic.
Certainly King more than capable of doing it. Been in some of the most brutal matches with Darby Allin. Talking of him.
Yeah, it was that match, the opening night of the tournament, when Brody King earned his first 3 points by virtue of a victory over Darby Allin. Darby Allin, who admittedly, Tony, I mean, you even addressed it in your conversation with him, not competing in this tournament at 100% after that car crash at Full Gear.
That was crazy. That was one of the more eye-opening things we've ever seen. Listen, if you think that Brody King is only a great tag team or a trios wrestler, you are wrong. This man is, look at this. He's unbelievable. He really is.
Eminent strength, certainly, in this match. And Ricochet, another example of why he came here to AEW, where the best wrestle in the Continental Classic, the very best. As you said before, Excalibur, no easy matches, and wow, that is certainly the case for Ricochet. But we did see a card in his hand earlier. He said, I hold all the cards, and I'm sure you guys could read that card as well as me.
Yeah, that was MVP's card from the Hurt Syndicate that he gave to Ricochet. And MVP, he's been very open about how he is building something here in AEW, of course, with Shelton Benjamin, with Bobby Lashley. And he said, MVP, in the press, that he is open to adding a 4th to the Hurt Syndicate. But right now, T. Harris by Ricochet taking down Brody King. But Brody, the Bandera, sends Ricochet up and over the top. Shoulder to the midsection by Ricochet. And Zagiri staggers the big man.
This matchup, a classic clash of styles. The high fly. Athleticism of Ricochet against the power that you saw there on the part of Brody King.
Oh, God. Brody just maneuvering Ricochet to the outside. And Nigel, we mentioned that the winner of the the winner and the runner-up of their respective leagues will meet in the semifinals of the Continental Classic. That will happen at World's End, and you can scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen to join us on YouTube.com for World's End, where you will see the semifinals of the Continental Classic and the final round match, where the Continental Champion will be determined by Ricochet leaping off the barricade, the thrust kick. Brody King staggered by that.
Yeah, the winner of the Continental Classic will have to wrestle 2 matches, win
You're
2
saying
matches in the same
match
night.
The Hurricane Rana attempted and blocked by Brody King. Attention, I
Look
should
at
say,
Ricochet.
by Ricochet, blocked by Brody. And now, man, Brody sending Ricochet hard into that short-sided barricade.
What an absolute monster Brody King is. Irascible, fearsome, almost insurmountable.
As Brody King, the cross body against the barricade. Ricochet with nowhere left to go, but we will stick with the action and picture. Don't go anywhere.
King heavily tattooed, like the leader of the House of Black, Malachi Black. Sure, every one of those tattoos means something. You have any tattoos, Excalibur?
I do not, Nigel.
I know you do, Tony.
Yes, I have a number of them. Thank you very much.
Is your wife still mad about the one on the back of your neck?
Yes.
He got a barcode. He's been trying to redeem himself ever since.
Would you stop? Chop to the chest, the boot, on the throat of Ricochet.
Oh.
And we see at the bottom of your screen our main event still to come tonight. AEW Women's World Championship match. Mariah May, the champion. Her former friend Mina Shirakawa, the challenger. But right now, Ricochet on very unsteady legs as Brody King just battering him.
Well, there's a reason why. Like you said, Brody King. We've seen Brody King a lot, Nigel. I don't think I've ever seen him look this good in a singles matchup.
He's improved not just in stature, but confidence as well. Through his allegiance with the House of Black, he's just found himself. He's found his niche. He's found his confidence. Ooh, he's found an ability to push his power, his strength, and make every match into his style.
Yeah, it's going to take quite a comeback here for Ricochet to get back into this, to be honest with you.
Tony, you've seen some of the biggest or the best big men in the history of this sport. Who does this man remind you of?
Wow, there's a lot about him, and I guess it's maybe the tattoos. There's a lot about him that reminds me of Bam Bam Bigelow.
It's a great shout, a great shout.
And I think the tattoos, obviously, but the agility for a man of his size, the ease with
you guys are
he
nothing,
moves
right?
around the ring. Brody King, perhaps even more agile than Bam Bam Bigelow.
It's not often a man the size of Brody King, 6'5", 285 pounds, can nip up from his back. I saw him doing that last week.
Okay, Ricochet.
Vertical suplex as King sits out with the senton.
This is so impressive.
And now the far leg hooked. Ricochet able to kick out.
And Ricochet needs to regroup, but Brody's not letting him. He is just smothering him.
It's been a great strategy from the powerful Brody King, who rampaged and pillaged across Southern California for making a bigger name for himself in Ring of Honor as both a tag team and a six-man tag team champion.
And Tony, and to that point, Nigel spoke a little bit about his lack of singles success. We'll touch more on that in a moment because Brody King last year had some huge victories in the Continental Classic. We're back live, AEW Dynamite, Kansas City, Missouri, as Brody King is brutalizing Ricochet in the Continental Classic. Gold League, both men in search of 3 more points. Both men in search of tying Claudio Castagnoli and Will Ospreay at the top of the table. Swing and a miss by Brody King. Suplex using Ricochet's momentum against him.
Wow. Told Ricochet, bring it. Ricochet did, and that's what he got for his.
And Brody, the cover, the lateral press. Ricochet
Ricochet's
out.
going.
And Nigel, Tony, you were talking about Brody's success in a trio as a House of Black.
Make sure you go buy your tickets at all AWTix.com, AWTIX.com.
Coming away with
all
victories
in
over
by
Claudio
12.
Castagnoli and a singles victory over the eventual
Field,
winner
Arlington, Texas.
in last year's tournament. So Brody King still in search of his first AEW championship, but still no shortage of landmark one-on-one victories from him.
Certainly that has buoyed the confidence of Brody King here, who again chops down the usually fast-moving Ricochet.
Now King, maybe looking for that lariat. Ricochet, vaulting off the chest. Oh, stunned him with that enziguri, did Ricochet.
Tip of the toe caught Brody King right to the jaw.
Brody King, Ricochet picking him out.
Ricochet lowered the bridge, and now Ricochet again. The
Brody in the face.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
As Ricochet over the top.
Suicide dive.
It takes out Brody King.
Came right straight down on top.
Why you bald? Why you ugly?
Ricochet truly out of this world.
And now Ricochet looking to maneuver. Brody King back into the ring. Back into pinning position as Ricochet. Springboard. 50. Splash. The cover. Oh, Brody kicking out.
F you.
I was going to say that perhaps Ricochet played a good game, playing rope-a-dope with a more powerful opponent, forcing Brody King to expend energy early in the match. But I take it all back.
Very powerful legs that Brody was getting kicked in the face with that didn't phase him at all.
As Ricochet, oh, look at that, the kick was chopped down by Brody King, the lariat. Brody King, is he gonna take his next 3 points to Ricochet? Able to kick out. And the
2.7 is the right last number.
Continue tonight with our main event, AEW Women's World Championship title match. Mariah May, the champion, puts the title on the line against her former friend, Mina Shirakawa.
I'm still gonna watch this match.
Dynamite Winter is coming main event, but right now Brody King looking for the Gonzo bomb. Ricochet counters, roll up, 1, 2. Brody able to kick out just barely.
I think it's going to take something like that, a quick, either a strike or a roll-up from Ricochet to get the win. Another brutal knee, yet somehow King's still on his feet.
Oh my God, can he do this?
Ricochet, I know he's got some powerful legs, but no.
That was a powerful elbow.
And the chop, likewise, delivered from Brody King, sends Ricochet back to the corner. Splash in the corner, sends Ricochet down to a seated position, and we know what this usually means, Tony.
Yes, we do. It means cannonball run, brother.
Boom! Cannonball on target. Brody King, seconds away from his next 3 points. No! Ricochet!
Ricochet, no.
By the nearest margin,
no.
somehow able to kick out.
Give Ricochet.
I'm not understanding outside this.
Well, an interesting strategy, or rather decision from Ricochet. I'm not sure if he was aware. Brody King hooked the left arm of Ricochet, but the right arm was right there to touch the bottom rope. But instead, Ricochet, I think, electing to make a statement to prove a point. I can still kick out. I'm still in this match. For how much longer?
That's right, Ricochet may not be able to kick out after the next salvo from Brody King. The chop to the chest as Ricochet stunned in the ropes. Maybe I spoke too soon. Ricochet, perhaps playing possum, battering down on the spine of Brody King.
Got the fighter's spirit, the fighter's attitude, no doubt.
Is Ricochet looking for the power? Finds her! Oh, God. The powerbomb drives down Brody King, and Ricochet ascending to the top. Ricochet with 3 points in sight.
Shooting star.
Press. No!
What on earth? Like the movie Carrie, a hand up out of the grave.
And now look at Brody searching for that sleeper, trying to put Ricochet out. Ricochet grabbing onto the ropes. Referee Rick Knox trying to call for the break.
There's
Ricochet.
no pad there as Brody King was desperately holding to the top turnbuckle pad.
Make sure I pin him. Watch, you're about to pin this.
Ricochet now going over that top. Guillotine Brody on the top rope. And now the enziguri. Look at Brody just absorbed the contact.
Like y'all know I like to be wrestling the cocaine.
No!
Oh, Diddy? P. Diddy? We're talking about P. Diddy.
My God.
Are we talking about Diddy right now?
And now Brody King just easily hoisting Ricochet up to the ropes.
He wanted it earlier. Oh, but you can see there Ricochet booting at the... Oh!
The DDT, the turnbuckle is exposed. Brody King may be out on his feet.
Yeah, he's going to fall. He's going to fall. For sure now.
The ankle kicked out from underneath him. Ricochet with the chance.
The head hitting the unexposed turnbuckle.
And Ricochet just taking advantage of this situation, loaded up that spirit gun. The elbow to the back of the head, Brody King.
Wow,
look at it, still moving after that spirit gun.
Well, Ricochet remembers the kick out from one earlier on. Wants to make sure.
As Ricochet, 2 in a row, makes the cover. And makes it through.
That's it.
Ricochet.
I'm going to
That was an incredible effort by Ricochet. Incredible effort. He had his tail beaten most of the match.
Was the stream interrupted?
With Claudio Castagnoli and Will Ospreay as we take a look at the updated standings. Castagnoli, Ospreay, and now Ricochet, all with 6 points apiece in the Gold League of the Continental Classic. A dead heat in the Gold League. But right now, let's head to the back where Leo Rush and Action Andretti have something to say.
Good evening, everybody. We are your AEW Tag Team Champions, Private Party! And welcome to the Vault.
And what happens in the Vault stays in the Vault.
Oh, winter is coming. You know what that means, right?
Tell him.
Santa is on his way.
Oh, Santa is definitely on his way. You know why? Because I actually...
Leo, this looks interesting here.
Yeah, it's the Vault.
What do you say?